I can tweet right now. He knows he's not going to get fired, but he wanted her to be a witness.
10 minutes, already got 23 people. All right.
Being murdered, or do you think that he was referring to a 56-year-old woman who is married to an 80-something-year-old man?
I think when you've been...
What the actual fuck are we doing? Like, are we being serious? We have Jimmy Kimmel, we have CNN. By the way, these people are like the triggered people. These are the people that say you need trigger warnings and microaggressions, and if you use the wrong pronouns, we should throw bricks at you. And these guys are being like, when the talk show host was literally on his knees, begging and praying for the United States, do you think he wanted to just die of a heart attack? What are we even doing here?
Shot at 3 times, and now, or this being the 3rd and 4 different times he'll try to kill you. Yeah, I'm going to go out there and say Jimmy Kimmel's a smart guy, and I think he's saying a widow, and I think they don't laugh. They were not laughing.
They're worried about what
it's a weak stretch.
But I will say that we played the lead up to the joke so that you could hear the rest of the context. Look, I'm not saying you need to like the joke, but the rest of the joke was the president. What if something were to happen to the president tonight? Is there a doctor in the house, or Jesus?
We've been here before several times with Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, he hates the first. I think the first thing.
Nobody's questioning that part.
No, he's crossed the line. He's crossed the line.
I love how the left is like, he's a comedian when he says, I hope you die and your wife's a widow. God forbid you say the N-word, because that would be a step too far. All right, so this is Hakeem Jeffries, who's responding to the fact that he said we needed to declare maximum warfare against Republicans right before the assassination attempt. This is him doubling down.
As it relates to anything that has been said.
Hakeem, a fine American name.
Certainly as it relates to the comment related to maximum warfare everywhere, all the time, in connection with the redistricting battle that Republicans launched. I stand by it. You can continue to criticize me.
I stand by calling for warfare against the Republicans, in case you were worried about possible lowering of the temperatures in this moment. It's because they want you to die, actually. It's really not that complicated. Like, a lot of people try to overcomplicate this. They just want you to die. This is a 7th grade Ohio school teacher.
You mean to tell me that a pedophile was almost eliminated from this earth, and I'm supposed to feel anything other than disappointed?
Right. Any evidence? My favorite part is, like, everyone's really quick to call people pedophiles and shit. Zero evidence. There really isn't. All right. Oh my God, but he's mentioned in the Epstein files. All right, so show me one piece of evidence. You can't, because there is none. There is zero evidence that he's a pedophile. You know who was a pedophile? Ayatollah Khomeini, who Trump killed. Trump has killed more pedophiles than any other president in the history of the United States. That's my goat out there. It's my goat killing pedophiles. But now, just to understand what we're dealing with. Right, just to recognize the fact that we're dealing with, like, these actual evil, dipshit, shape-shifting, motherfucking, retard, evil assholes that want you dead, all right? So this is Brandon Gill, who was just doing a hearing, talking to an abortion activist, and asking some very simple questions. And I think it's really important, because once you realize that the entire Democratic Party is basically just a human sacrifice orgy, you start to understand a lot of different things. Once you realize that every single Democratic policy is actually just satanic, you realize that the left is not actually just a whole bunch of people trying to make the world a better place, but it's a bunch of lunatics and debauchers fighting for power and following a single satanic principle in the actual law.
You're an advocate for abortion, for abortion policy. What's your favorite type of abortion?
Great question. Great question. This guy's awesome, by the way.
I advocate for patients having access to the full realm of reproductive health care.
But do you have a preferred method of abortion that you like?
I do not.
I mean, read through a couple different methods, and I want to get your take on how much you like these. The first type is called a suction abortion. This is when the cervix is dilated, and a strong suction, 29 times the power of a household vacuum cleaner, tears the baby's body apart and sucks it through the hose into a container. Do you prefer that method?
I stand by my former testimony.
Look at her, disgusted. Visibly disgusted, because when you actually know that they're killing babies, you start to realize, wow, these people are evil.
That sounds kind of gross, doesn't it? Sounds pretty gruesome. Do you agree? It does to me.
I stand by how I answered your question fully and accurately.
Okay, what about this one?
The crazy thing is, they don't even explain to moms what they do to the babies. That's honestly the scariest part, because did you know that statistically over 50% of mothers that are that see the baby's heartbeat on like an ultrasound decide not to do the abortion? You know, because they're murdering an infant, especially their own child. You know, literally the most evil thing you could possibly do. You know, I'll be real. When I'm reading the Bible and I see like a chapter dedicated to how parents should not sacrifice their children to the Moloch, I'm like, do we really need an entire chapter for this? What parent is gonna do that? Well, anyway, welcome to the Democratic Party. You thought men were brutal because a billion people have died throughout all of human wars, throughout all of history? Well, 1.3 billion babies were murdered by mothers in the last 50 years.
It's called dilation and curettage. After dilation of the cervix, a sharp looped knife is inserted into the uterus. The baby's body is cut into pieces and extracted, often by suction. Do you prefer that method?
What I believe we are here to talk about today is the FACE Act. We are not here to talk about
I'm asking you, you're a pro-abortion advocate. I'm asking if you prefer the dilation and curettage method.
I am an access to reproductive health care advocate.
You don't want to.
In other words, baby murder advocate.
Talk about yourself. Why is that?
I would prefer to talk about the reason that the committee called the hearing.
Is it because it's uncomfortable to talk about?
Would prefer
It should be uncomfortable.
I would prefer, if you would let me finish my statement, to talk about the Freedom of Access to Clinic Entrances Act, which is
We're
what I
talking
was
about
asked.
what that access gets. How about this one? It's called dilation and evacuation. Forceps are inserted into the uterus, grabbing and twisting the baby's body to dismember him or her. If the head is too large, it must be crushed in order to remove it. You prefer? If the head is too large, it must be crushed in order to remove it. You prefer that method?
I would prefer to talk about the reason the hearing was called. And
You know, this is why women that get married become right-wing almost every time. And it's because once they have children, they realize what's going on. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. Like I want to cry. You know, I actually want to cry. This is an unbelievable tragedy. I can't believe this is happening. We're having a child holocaust every single year in our country. And for some reason, we're supposed to make believe this is okay.
and the basis of my expert testimony.
It's uncomfortable to hear this, isn't it?
Congratulations, Adolf Hitler. Your work has lived on.
It is. I think it is, because it's barbaric and evil. How about this one? It's called the saline injection. It's when a 20% salt solution is injected through the mother's abdomen into the baby's amniotic fluid. The baby's skin is burned off. The baby ingests the solution and dies of salt poisoning, dehydration, and hemorrhaging of the brain. Do you prefer that method?
I prefer to talk about the subject of the hearing.
This is the subject of the hearing. This is about protests outside of abortion clinics. I'm asking you about abortion.
I stand by my prior testimony.
I wouldn't want to talk about this either if I were you, because it is barbaric and evil.
Yeah, it's actually shocking. So yeah, so the party that advocates for this also want you to die. In fact, why would I believe them when they say they don't want me dead? I pose a threat to them. All right, I have some sort of tiny amount of influence in the world. Please keep sharing my videos and subscribe. I have some tiny amount of influence. I vote against them. I make their life worse by their subjective understanding of the value of life. Why wouldn't they want me dead? They want these babies dead. They celebrate the death of these babies. These babies did nothing to anyone. There are more parents looking to adopt right now than there are babies up for adoption. All right, these babies would not end up on the street. All right, there is really no reason to kill these babies. They do not pose some sort of threat to their culture or their people. The reality is, if they would do this to 1 million babies a year, and in fact celebrate it in every single TV show out there, why would you believe them if they tell you they don't want to kill you? Because I don't. Sorry for the honesty, but that's what you're going to get here. Now, the question on everyone's mind every single day is who's actually voting for, like, the leftist policies, man? Like, what is making up the mindset of these people voting for the libtards that just want to absolutely and brutally sodomize everything in society? Well, I think I found one.
A man went through his girlfriend of 5 years' phone and found that she was texting 22 different guys every day while living with him.
Yeah, actually, being virtuous is an incredibly positive trait for women, and this is unbelievable. This is like actually insane.
Yeah, you are. What's your password?
What's your password?
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine's my mom's birthday. What's yours?
I'll open it.
Oh my god, 1, 2, 3. I'm holding me. They're not dumb. Sam? Stop. No way. Stop fucking touching me.
Sorry, I'm sleeping with 22 other guys. I don't know why you're offended. Woman discovers accountability. Oh my god.
I'm right there. 6 feet. Stay there. No way.
Yeah, you definitely stay 6 feet away, bro. You don't know what fucking sexually transmitted diseases you're getting from this bitch.
Jesus. What does it say? It's been a minute. Let's see each other. Let me come pick you up. I'll act right for you, I promise.
Oh my god!
I miss your mouth.
Oh my god! This is the hoification of society is ruining everything. It really is. It's ruining everything. It's crazy,
bro.
Oh my god,
bro. Listen, man. You know we used to have like cool laws for adulteresses. Okay, the Bible would have death penalty this bitch. I'd call her the hoe of Babylon, but I don't even think there are that many people in Babylon. This is more like the hoe of like East Asia.
This girl is getting used like a fleshlight.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh no, a woman's crying. Tear up the
Everyone's gonna fucking see this shit. You're probably gonna get fired.
She's hooking up with the boss.
That's
Jeez, look at all these messages.
Oh my god.
10 hours ago. Look at all these messages. Holy shit.
1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Hey, homie, let go.
Oh no, a woman's crying. Tear up the Constitution.
Hey, no! Get the fuck out of there!
Modern woman. Man, I don't know why men aren't willing to commit to a relationship. The relationship.
Go with me.
What is she doing?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Damn.
Oh my.
2 new messages. 2 new messages. Dude.
My god. And it goes on.
And it goes on.
I'm holding me.
Wait. Fucking whore.
That's big.
True! We need to shame these women. We need to shame them.
Oh, she's got.
Smack my.
Oh, don't worry. She got Orca on her side.
She brought in it.
She brought in Java to take. She brought in Java to defend her ass. That's right. Because you know what'll definitely happen every single one of these instances when you have a woman that makes an unbelievable mistake and sleeps with 22 men. 22 men! While she's in a relationship, she'll get her girlfriends to back her up every single time.
Tank to hold aggro on him. That's smart.
I gave you the opportunity to talk to me verbally, and you didn't. You didn't. You decided not to. You wanted me to find out this way. It sucks.
Yeah?
Yeah, I am her. I know I am.
Okay, cool.
Like I said, no one's talking to you, fat ass bitch.
That's right.
You're obese. No one likes you. You're obese.
Oh no! He was fat phobic! Man, like this is the priority of libtards. It's like he was so mean to her. He abused her. Are you fucking retarded?
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
That's right. Do not even. There's no reason to even go and talk to him. She's not even going to these guys for like support. She's just straight up like the town bicycle. Everyone gets a chance to ride.
That's right.
The thing is, like, I mean, she's cheating on him, right? I mean, that's what's going on. Give me an eye. Use that. Public toilet? Yeah, kind of close, right? Bro, somebody goes in chat. They say Asma went to go DM her. Did you
I'd be like, no, it's crazy, man. And we just have to like sort of make believe that this is like even remotely normal. It's really not. It's really disgusting, actually. And the hoification of society is destroying people. It really is. And it's like, oh my god, I can't believe he called her fat. He was fat phobic. He was misogynistic. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. And you know exactly where the moral systems of these people are. A friend of mine, Nicholas Light, he was recently getting into it on the timeline. Bro, this is one of the most base fucking text message conversations I've ever seen. You used an F slur to shame someone for being gay. Why? Because they went after my wife on their Twitter. There's no justification. I'm disappointed. I thought you were better than that. You thought wrong. You have to understand how using a slur against someone from a marginalized group is wrong. I don't care. Wow. It's like true. True, bro. True. Every time I use words like gay or retarded, some gay retard always reminds me those words are hurtful. True. Bro, and it's insane, man. It's crazy. So we know who the dipshits are that are voting. So there was this debate that just happened. This student confronts Isabel Brown, all right? She's some conservative lady, I guess, and they just had like a debate, all right, a little debate, and it's one of the saddest things. And now I know who's voting for the infinite rape of our generation. Is who's voting to import infinite rapists? You know, they're not willing to interact with reality. Well, we found them.
What are the building blocks of a baby?
All right, what makes a baby?
2 cells. A sperm.
And? Oh my God, she's gonna cry.
Sperm. A sperm and?
Why is she on the verge of tears?
These are the people that are voting.
Isabel Brown is confronted by one of the most brainwashed students I've ever seen. It's difficult to believe that this is real.
Well, we need to end universal suffrage, man. We got to repeal the 19th immediately. We need to stop making believe that this democracy is working. It's not, bro. All right, we got to go back to what our founding fathers had in mind. Republic days, okay? Because this bitch votes.
Studies major here.
This student is
I
going
have a major in fucking nothing in college that I'm now in debt for, so I hate society. Great. Well, look at that. Another successful product of socialism.
argue that the very concept of a mother and a father in the home is actually a racist idea that has been forced upon us.
You speak of this nuclear family.
You speak of this nuclear family. Oh my fucking God.
Father, mother, children.
A family with children
that's
and
W.
two parents
That's
in the
the
household,
dream.
a mother and a father. That's all nuclear family means. She's going to argue that is actually racist.
Separating the fact that the nuclear family is inherently racist and also...
How so?
Because Muslims have like lots of slave people. Okay, so it's racist against Muslims that want to have like sex slaves. Okay, it's also racist against black people because the dad is not usually home. Alright, so...
All right, first of all, the nuclear family is a mother, a father, and 2.5 children. The reason that's a nuclear family is because it's, it's a good family structure, and 2.5 children means that you're increasing the population at something like 5%. So, per generation. So, that's what that means.
As opposed to like a homosexual family of whatever the fuck goes on over there. Or like, that's what it means. Or a single mom.
The reason they came up with that is because the baby boom was a bad thing.
Mom and dad and kids. Right? It has nothing to do with white
Have
people,
a
right?
population explosion like that. It put a stress. The 60s and 70s, it started to show, man.
The best family.
No, that's...
Okay, so actually a mother, a father, and kids is the best family, objectively. Way better than all the other, like, degenerate ones, for sure. Don't get me wrong, for sure, absolutely, no doubt. It's been like that way always, through all of human civilization. It has nothing to do with white people.
It's just something you were told in your college course. That's not what nuclear family means. What does nuclear family have anything to do with race? Where are you getting this from?
I certainly have never seen anyone say that, but can you tell me who in media created that narrative? Where did that
I'm not talking about media, I'm talking about
No, you just
history.
said what?
That's why she claims I'm talking about history. She was educated that this is true.
That's right.
No, you just said
That's the brainwashing of society. It's like, I was taught by history that, immigration is good for America. It's like, I was just taught by history.
Western media created this idea. So who in history?
I'm sorry, let me backtrack here. Western history created this idea.
Who?
Slave owners.
Slave owners. So slaves didn't have families.
I'm not saying slaves didn't have families. I'm saying that white people saw it fit for slaves to not raise their own children.
I'm trying to track...
This is crazy, man. It's slaving in every single culture.
Then who raised the slave children?
People are still brainwashed like this, Like, it's shocking. It's so
Who do you
shocking
think
that
raised
people are brainwashed.
slave children?
If these people would have read the Bible in elementary school, they would know that. All right, because the Bible talks about slavery, and the Egyptians had slaves, etc. So.
But slavery
it's
was
crazy
different then.
watching how taking, God out of the
That wasn't chattel
cuts
slavery.
an entire culture and brainwashes them and warps them into the. It's like, I don't believe in God because there's no evidence to God. Anyway, the nuclear family is racist because it's all about white people taking black children away from their parents when they're slaves. It's like, wait, so you believe in that, but you don't believe in the Bible?
The logic here. According to her, slave owners created the concept of the nuclear family so that slaves would have children to have more slaves. I'm not sure. This doesn't logically track.
Okay, well, here we go. This is going to get really interesting. Ultimately, I would just like to clarify, I don't think I actually used the word nuclear once in my speech tonight. I talked about the family, but I would more than willing to check the record, and I don't think I mentioned the word nuclear, because I will tell you from my experience in this first year of being a mom, it does take a great team. In fact, I just answered another question about the team that it does.
Crazy L that she's not mentioning the fact that it has nothing to do with race, by the way. Like, it is crazy that she's not mentioning that.
Does take to raise a thriving, beautiful family, and it takes a whole lot of hands on deck.
Shout out to Rattlesnake TV. I found this interaction on his channel. He made an interesting point that this was such a layup. Isabel could have just played with her food here. She's kind of taking it easy on her. I would even argue that Isabel is being too charitable to the students.
Way too charitable. You need to destroy these people. Like, you need to humiliate them. Oh no, Knox, it's mean. Yeah, sometimes you have to be mean. This nice shit, really, it obviously didn't work in society. So you have to sometimes be brutally honest. No, I'm tired of this. You should humiliate these people, for sure. Humiliate the ideas and let it ride.
Ground that I don't think is worth conceding.
And I actually, in many ways, might agree with the fact that the nuclear family, as we have looked at it post-industrial revolution, may not be the best thriving support system for the family to thrive in society. That's a controversial thing to say.
This has nothing to do with post-industrial revolution. A household with two parents intact with
Bro,
children.
dude, every time it's like, I'm so black-pilled on it. It's like, oh, this is a conservative female influencer, and it's just, they're just like a feminist every time. Oh my god, it's crazy, man.
That's all nuclear family means. What could possibly be problematic about that?
But people like Lila Rose have done an amazing job uncovering that that's actually a pretty modern idea, relatively speaking, in the lens of human history, to just have mom and dad and two kids at home behind a white picket fence. Dad leaves at 7 a.m. and doesn't come back until 7 p.m., and mom has no system of support around.
This is retarded, bro. Obviously, okay, alright, so you want to really get involved. Alright, so a nuclear family is two parents, a mother and a father with children. Okay, now the mother tends to normally live around family. So there is the grandmother, the siblings, the cousins of the children that could play together, etc. So if that's what she's referring to by support system, then that's not some sort of contradiction to the nuclear family.
Fair enough, but you're talking about something different than nuclear family.
Yeah,
You're
that has
talking
nothing to do
about
with
the role of the tribe.
Right, so it's really nice if you have a tribe or a community, or if you have an extended family that's a bigger support system for sure, but it doesn't negate the fact that the nuclear family is obviously super, hyper important to every single child and every single person.
Community.
Actually, throughout human history, and particularly biblical history, there's been multi-generational living, there's been a lot more village support in educating and raising your children together.
Then she gets back on track because
Again, that is not a contradiction to the nuclear family that you need a father and a mother and kids in order to have a thriving family. It's not a contradiction.
End of the day, this is extremely simple, but watch what happens.
It takes a woman and a man to create a baby, and both a mom and a dad have beautiful things to offer in raising a child that the other just can't replicate.
The funny thing is, obviously, according to religion, this is true, that you need a father and a mother in order to build a healthy relationship and healthy family and stuff, but just logically, like, even if you want to go the evolution route, why do you think, evolutionarily speaking, alright, humanity would evolve that you need a male and a female in order to have a family, if not for the fact that both a male and a female contribute? Like, even if you want to go the full-ass, gaytheist, hardcore evolution route, it still makes sense that it should be a male and a female raising a family. It's so retarded on every level. It's logically retarded. It's obviously religiously retarded. But like it's crazy that we even need to have these discussions. Like that the brainwashing is so thorough that you actually need to explain to these probably dadless people why actually having a father in the life is important.
We've tried throughout history. Entire civilizations and empires have fallen as a result of our trying. Look at the Roman Empire throughout history, and I think we're realizing just now, buying into so many of these postmodern propagandized lies, that it's just not replicable to raise a children in a home without a mother and a father.
True.
It's possible,
That's
but
true.
it certainly shouldn't be the ideal and isn't something we should be fighting.
Hey, what's up?
Recently, a jury ordered.
What is your problem, sir, Shoujo? Why are you meowing at me?
Brutal watching these people fall for this shit, man. Like, her life is cooked, this student.
Argue that the very concept of a mother and a father in the home is actually a racist idea that we.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Like, This girl is getting set up to have a miserable life. A life where she's not going to get married, where she's not going to have kids, and where she's going to regret everything. So she has to exist by propagandizing another generation to be just as miserable as she is. All right? It's just so sad.
We have been conditioned to believe.
What scientific proof proves that a mother and father are the
I'm hoping I don't get a headache because I want to.
Do we have to justify that a
I
mother
really want to play.
father are necessary?
Well, a whole lot, actually. I mean, if you look at the statistics of fatherlessness homes and fatherlessness in our society, kids who grow up without a
And
dad.
she's like, whoa, mentioning fatherlessness, that's obviously racist against black people. Like, bro, do you understand what you look like?
Are far more likely to experience being
Shit.
incarcerated in
All
their
right,
life,
bullets.
to deal with substance abuse, to
True.
experience
That's just
suicidation.
a fact.
Young women who grew up without a father are much
more likely to be hoes. Much more likely to become a hoe if you don't have a dad.
more likely to experience anxiety, depression, eating disorders, again, suicide. So the data and the evidence is there, and certainly moms are so important to raising children. We serve a purpose that men could never begin to serve.
Bro, women have boobs.
Biologically by nourishing them.
You telling me that dude is there by himself?
So much else. Sorry, men. Like, you just can't replicate the role of a mom in a baby's life. But start back at the beginning. What does it even take to create a baby?
Great question.
What are the building blocks of a baby? Two cells. A sperm and...
Bro, no.
Sperm.
A sperm.
Oh my god, this is miserable. An egg?
The
Oh,
egg,
oh, wow, look at that, look at that. What scientific evidence do you need to say that a mom and dad are important?
Why is she on the verge of tears? If you're this upset, reflect on why.
The father.
And the egg comes from?
The mother.
So if we literally can't even
This is
create
brutal,
babies without the participation of both a mom and a dad, and we're trying
She
in the most
votes.
dystopian ways possible
She votes.
with new technology, and
She
it's not
votes.
working out very well, then of course we should continue to explain that relationship throughout a child's life beyond just conception too,
And
right?
yet you push this procreation narrative.
You're so pro-creation, which is racist. I'm anti-creation. I think that we should all actually fucking die.
What is a
Leftist policies just boil down to, actually, I think we should all just be dead.
procreation narrative versus what? So is your narrative anti-creation?
Yes.
Don't have...
Yes! 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 Leftist policies are inherently psychopathic and evil. Yes! Yes! All the feminism shit is convincing women to not get married. It's turning them into hoes. It's ruining relationships. Be a girl boss. Shit like that. Don't have a family. All right? Maybe look into a family once you're 40 and your eggs dried up and fell out of your uterus. All right, maybe then you should look into a family. All right, but dude, it is so obvious. It is an anti-creation narrative. Yes. Yes, actually.
Kids.
Yet you can't even provide an answer on how systems need to change to provide for the other children that are currently living in the United States, fatherless, motherless.
She's already in a position.
That's crazy. So yeah, that's a bad thing. You're right. So we should promote nuclear family. Exactly. And then we get back to that. So fucking sad.
Pointing out the importance of having
It's so
a mother
sad.
and
It's
a
just
father,
so sad.
ironically.
Let's talk about that. I would love to talk about that. If the big gotcha here is that I'm pro-creation. Yeah, I'm pro-creation. I am much more pro-creating new life than killing new life, because I think ultimately that is the biggest humanitarian crisis that any society has ever dealt with in our entire society. I often get screamed at for being this procreation advocate in society. I absolutely am. And if the alternative is to promote the genocide of innocent children in the womb at the altar of the abortion industry, please.
And look at her just be like, oh, she's just completely right. Absolutely.
I got this awesome melon thumper.
Like, understand the level of psyop
Dude, what the
that
fuck?
needs to exist to get to this point.
Keep throwing the insults my way because it's the biggest badge of honor
Oh!
you could possibly
Ouch! Dick!
She really has no response to any of this.
What I often find is the easy
Whoa!
way to political debate, and I wouldn't even call it a debate, I think it's a conversation.
God
to
damn,
say
beat the
that
crap
people
out of
who call
everybody.
themselves pro-life or procreation only care about a baby until it's born, and then you immediately forget about those people. That could not be further from the truth, and we do need to link arms across the aisle to systematically create a better culture that supports the family instead of just industry. I hope that answered your question. I know we have a lot of people in line too.
Just miserable, man. It's just miserable that these people can vote. It's miserable that these people vote, and then they vote, and their votes are anti-creation. Wow, what a great way to wrap that one up.
Next round's on me.
let's just say Donald Trump is on an absolute tear right now. So first, I have to show you how he's torching NATO, and all of NATO is losing their mind because, wow, we can't be cucks anymore in today's economy. It doesn't work, and Trump can just do things, actually. All right, so he's still beefing with the Pope. We got leftoids losing their mind. Joe Rogan showed up in the Oval Office. He's literally on fire.
And now that the Hormuz Strait situation is almost over, I received a call from NATO asking if we would like some help. Thank you very much, NATO. And I told them I would have liked your help 2 months ago, but now I really don't want your help anymore.
Oh my God.
Because they were absolutely useless when we needed them. But actually, we never needed them. They needed us. They need us. They need us so badly. And now that the...
He's just completely right. He is. We're 70% of NATO's funding, 70% of NATO's military. NATO's terrified of Russia. They expect us to pay for the war with Ukraine and Russia for literally forever. We're writing blank checks to these retards, and they do nothing in return. Oh my God, bro, what a scary time it is to be a retard in Europe. Sorry, Europeans. So breaking news! Merz from Germany, Starmer from England, Macron from France, and Maloney from Italy issue a joint statement in Paris. They're sending a naval mission to the Hormuz Strait to protect freedom of navigation. Wow! The chuckle fucks have gotten together to work together, linked arm in arm in their little orgy of homosexual rage as they are going to send a gay group of complete dumb fucks and quacks into now they're going to show up, they're going to save the day. Like the thing is, and I think it's important to know, the war's over. The Strait of Hormuz is essentially open. They've lost all their military in Iran. There's nothing to worry about. And now that the chuckle fucks realize the war is done, they're going to get involved. So understand how it works. So we asked them for help, they refused to help. We asked them to use their military bases, they refused to help. We did everything ourselves anyway, because they didn't need anything. Us and Israel, we worked together, we obliterated the fuck out of these retards, all right? We put a blockade on the Strait of Hormuz to essentially say anyone can go through if you want, except for Iran, because we want to strangle their economy. And if people say that that's not fair, unfortunately for them, they don't make the rules, because they're weak as shit. You have to be strong to make rules. If you're weak in balls, your opinion means nothing actually in real life. Only in libtard, abstract, fake reality do these things matter. You know, if you think men could be women, well, then you think that weak people can make rules. If reality matters to you, then no, actually, we don't have to listen to a tribe in Africa who's, like, actually putting bones in their noses and brushing their teeth with sticks and cracking each other's skulls open because they think that there's gold inside of their skulls. Sorry, bro, their opinion really doesn't matter to me at all, actually. Now, these dumb fucks actually think that, you know, strongly worded letters in meetings about having more meetings is actually important. So these guys got together to now that literally everything is done, basically. All right, they're going to get together. They're going to send forth a mission. And this is pretty awesome. Now, I see a lot of people telling me, what? I thought Maloney was base. I thought she was awesome at base, because she's like a right wing. Everyone was saying she's far right when she went over. And now she's being a complete cuck, joining up with the cuck squadron of libtards and faggots, joining forces to become gay. Now, I said this right when I got elected, and I got a lot of shit for it, I'm not going to lie. And I'm sure I'm going to get shit for it again. But she is female. And I say this purely from statistics, but statistically, men are gangsters. In the Bible, when God kept selecting leaders for the Israelites, suspiciously, they were all men, except for one. And I think that's a statistic that kind of holds true when it comes to gangsters. So yeah, we're witnessing the cuck squadron in all of its glory. Maloney, right, this is base, right-wing, Italian whammon, girl boss. Government approved 500 for non-EU migrants. Interesting how that keeps happening. Isn't that really interesting? She is like the anti-migration, like right-wing deportation queen. Sometimes I absolutely hate being right. This time I was. So this is Spain's prime minister, you know, doing one of his little gay speeches. The right and the extreme right that opposes regularization of 500,000 migrants. We are children of migration in Spain. We will not be the parents of xenophobia. We are proud to be on the right side of history, as they literally give amnesty and citizenship to 500 to 800,000 illegal invaders. They just citizenship in order to win elections because they don't want to be xenophobic, of course. In other words, they want to steal elections. So Spain, who notoriously was built on a complete retard system of totally not doing any forms of inquisition to get rid of hostile Islamic invaders, is now completely capitulating to hostile Islamic invaders. It's insane watching it happen. The Pope continues doing his Pope thing. I don't know what's been going on with this guy. Africa is a reservoir of joy and hope for the whole world. So he just decided to lie. All right, bro. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, Catholics, no abortions. Democrats, fuck. Catholics, gay marriage, no gay marriage.
Holy crap.
Open your borders, infinity welfare. Trump, fuck you. Democrats, oh my god, Trump hates Catholics. This is the new op. The new op is that actually Trump hates Catholics, and Catholics all need to be Democrats, because Democrats respect the Pope. Right? This is the new op that you see everywhere. You see it so often. It's truly... Markey over here, this is a Senator retard. Or to be clear, I'm on Team Pope. Wow, so brave, Mr. Abortion. Mr. Abortion over here, I'm on Team Pope. Understand exactly where your enemies are. Understand the psyop that is being perpetrated on you. Manipulating your faith, and honestly, trying to manipulate the best of us, the people that actually do believe in God and want to fight for a better future, to join forces with the worst of us. The party of baby murderers on the side of the Pope right now. So, again, people are actually finally understanding.
How you doing, buddy? You having a good afternoon?
Trump derangement syndrome guy over here, Bill Maher, is noticing.
I love hypocritical America, I really do. See, the liberals suddenly love the Pope. The Pope, who 2 weeks ago was all in the headlines. You know why? Exorcism. Yeah, this big thing about we got to exorcise. The demons are all around, the devil. That's who the fucking Pope is, okay? The guy who does exorcism, doesn't believe in gay marriage, no women priests, but now, because he's feuding with Trump, MSNBC loves this guy. He's got a big speech on the floor from Chuck Schumer. Eric Swalwell sent him a dick pic.
Right? So again, the Democrats who hate religion, who hate God, and who absolutely hate the Pope are now all the Pope's biggest fans of all time. But understand what's going on. Understand what we're dealing with here. Right? It is so obvious.
Can't you leave there?
These are the people that people like the Pope
What are you doing?
are actually celebrating bringing into our countries.
This going viral? What was this?
Whoops.
What are you smashing the wall down for?
This is just like a nice old wall.
What are you smashing the wall up for? Why are you smashing the wall down? It's not your fucking wall. It's not your fucking wall.
Is this the video I just watched?
You're chucking bricks trying to smash the wall down. I don't care. It's not your wall.
No, it's not. I saw another one of them wrecking a wall.
Pop on over there. This is not your property, dude. You can't just go around smashing shit up because you want to go through it. Shout at you. I don't care, dude. It's not your wall. I've just watched it and videoed you smashing the wall up. It's not your wall. Then leave it alone then. Then leave the wall alone.
That's right.
It's a dry stone wall. It's been up for hundreds of years. Dry stone wall, hundreds of years. Cost thousands of pounds per metre to put it right. And you think you can come around here and smash a hole in it because you want to get through. Walk down there.
This is what conquest looks like, by the way.
There's a gap in the wall down there.
Can't you climb over it?
Walk through that one. There's a wall.
It's not about being able to traverse through the wall. That's not relevant.
That wall is a fine one. It's already opened up down there. There's no need for you to be smashing the fucking property up. To put you on Facebook.
I love how honest this guy is. But why are you returning me? Because I will put you on the fucking internet and radicalize a couple of limeys.
There he is. Oh my god. And fucking scumbag, how would you punish him? I just deport him. Just deport him, send him back. It will be the best solution. They're gone. You can't make him rebuild the wall. If you do, he's going to mess it up. He's not going to do it right. It's going to be a huge pain in the ass. Then
guy obviously did not assimilate.
The only way to deal with it is you just send them back to where they came from. The experiment didn't work. It obviously didn't work. It's time to move on. Imagine ruining the wall of China. Yeah, exactly. Basically, my opinion is that a person like this cannot exist in Western society. You just deport them or you put them in jail. That's it. That's the solution. Just get rid of them.
I love how, like, so many people are finally waking up to the solution that not every culture can coexist, especially when one culture has the perspective of, oh, we're just coming in to conquer you. This guy doesn't care about the past, he doesn't care about history, he doesn't care about this wall, he doesn't care about anything. All right? I'm not controversial here or anything, but this guy thinks that there's no purpose to this wall, so he's going to take it down. It is not a curable problem by just education. Because this guy doesn't want to get fucking educated. He wants to take over. He wants to turn England into wherever shithole he actually came from. All right? Now, Donald Trump's still on fire. All right? Not a Euro cuck, it seems. He's out there talking about legalizing psychedelics with Joseph Rogan.
I want to tell everybody how this happened.
Now, the reason why this is really funny is because Joe Rogan has been criticizing Trump on his podcast for like the last year. Talking about how, oh, Trump is mean to the immigrants by deporting them. Get fucking out of here, Joe Rogan. So you're not the president. You're just a bald, normal guy on a podcast.
It's a bald, normal guy.
All right? So, you know, get out of here with this shit, man. So, oh, it's too mean to the immigrants. Too mean to the immigrants. We got to be stuffing these guys into cannons and launching them across the sea. Sorry, man. That's my stance on immigration. If you're illegal in the country, you have to go. You have the right to deport yourself. If you didn't want to, now you have to leave. Right now, he's criticizing Trump for the Iran war. But that didn't stop him from suckling Donald Trump's toesies. Dude, I've noticed that. I've noticed the thing about Trump is you kind of have to suck his dick. You just have to. Otherwise, you're going to get steamrolled. And honestly, that's what makes him a man. That's a man. This is a leader, an actual leader. People don't like it, but they can lump it.
I sent President Trump some information. We have a gigantic opiate problem in this country, obviously. In 2024, more than 80,000 people died of overdoses. It's a horrible number. And there's more than 5 million people that are addicted to opiates right now in this country. With one dose of Ibogaine, more than 80% of people are free of that addiction. With 2 doses, it's more than 90%. I sent him that information. The text message came back, sounds great. Do you want FDA approval? Let's do it.
That's my guy! No bullshit, no infinite bureaucracy, no 20 years of research, no... And by the way, one of the major reasons why this is massive is because this makes Big Pharma really upset. Big Pharma doesn't like actually solutions to problems that don't actually make you spend millions of dollars on pharmaceuticals. Right, so Big Pharma absolutely hates all of this stuff. Anything organic, anything different, anything that doesn't go through their greedy, sweaty little fucking hands, right? They don't have any interest in. And Trump is not owned by the pharma lobby. Pharma owns the Democrats, like Bernie Sanders, who claims to be for like Medicaid and shit. He's owned by pharma, which is why he doesn't let any of this shit go through. You know, all the basic people that want free Medicaid are actually owned by pharma. So Donald Trump is just like, oh, a solution? Hell yeah, let's do this. Just move on.
It was literally that quick. These drugs are illegal not because they're harmful. They're illegal because of the 1970 Controlled Substances Act that was passed by the Richard Nixon administration. They did it to target the civil rights movement and the anti-war movement. It's not because these drugs harm people. And for 56 years, we've lived under those terrible conditions. We're free of that now. We're free of that now. Thanks to all these people that we see next to me, and thanks to President Trump.
Damn. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. So it seems like things are actually schmoving.
Up and he said, you know, I said, how can that be possible? How can it be possible? $87. And actually a friend of mine called me up and he said, you know, he's a very rich guy, and he happens to be on this Ozempic, I guess, at the time. And it was not working, by the way. Extremely successful, but
it wasn't working. He was still fat as fuck. It was Xi Jinping, by the way.
Highly neurotic. Got a lot of problems. I will not mention his name. He's begging me not to mention it because he's become quite famous. He's a big factor here.
Yeah, I saw Joe Rogan cracking in the background. Bro still got it, man. Bro still got it.
They have a letter. Trump some information. We have a giant.
Right. So anyway, so that's actually pretty huge. Now, again, this is just
This seems so insane
constantly.
based on what he ran on. I mean, it's so weird that we're at war. This is why a lot of people feel betrayed, right?
People feel so betrayed that we're at war with Iran. You know the thing that Donald Trump has been saying that he was planning on doing for like the last 40 years? Like, that's how you know that so many of these people are actually just complete losers. Because Trump has been talking about going to war with Iran for 40 years, saying that Iran can't have a nuclear weapon for 40 years. In fact, right before becoming president, he said that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. No, he's doing just that without boots on the ground, without a 10-year-long infinite regime change war, installing liberal democracy. Any of that bullshit. Like, he is literally keeping every promise.
And no more wars.
He never said no more wars, ever.
Stupid, senseless wars, and then
This is not a stupid, senseless war.
we have one that we can't even really clearly define why we did it.
We made it so fucking clear, it's brutally clear. Like, they had 60% enriched uranium. They had missiles that reached 4,000
There we go.
kilometers.
That's what I needed. One more piece of wood.
Actually, we're attacking them while they're weak so we can obliterate them, because fuck them. That's why we're doing it, and it's very clear. Now, libtards are very mad at Donald Trump for dropping this one, but I think Trump's just so fucking based for this. Like, they're so
In 2024 study from Stanford University, 30 special operations veterans with traumatic brain injuries underwent, it's called ibogaine treatment. Ibogaine. Remember the name. Is that pronounced relatively properly? Would you say? I don't want to get it wrong. Ibogaine, because it's so important, and experienced an 80 to 90% reduction in symptoms of depression and anxiety within 1 month. Can I have some, please?
That's our guy.
I'll take whatever it takes.
Come on, get to the ship.
I don't have time to be depressed. You know, if you stay busy enough, maybe that works too.
So the libtard's very mad about this one. I don't have time to be depressed. Just stay busy. The libtard's super mad. Unbelievable. As you can see,
I think I want to go east.
Curious, how can you say that? And you want to know something true, and this is going to be controversial. Right? Now, some depression comes from actual chemical imbalances in your body, and it can't actually, it's not just magical, just get busy and you'll forget to be depressed. So some depression is actually very real.
Yay, boys! We're outward bound for Mobile Town with a heave-ho-ho, and we'll heave the old wheel round and round. Good morning, ladies all. And when we get to Mobile Town with a heave-ho-ho, oh, just have a drink and sorrows drown. Good morning, ladies all. Them girls down south are free and gay with a heave-ho-ho. With them we'll spend our hard-earned pay. Good morning, ladies all. We'll swing around, we'll have good fun with a heave-ho-ho. And soon we'll be back on the homeward run. Good morning, ladies all. And when we get to Bristol town with a heave-ho-ho, for the very last time we'll waltz around. Good morning, ladies all. With Paul and Meg and Sally too, with a heave-ho-ho. Oh, we'll drink and dance with a hubbaloo. Good morning, ladies all. So a long goodbye to all you dear, with a heave-ho-ho. Don't cry for us, don't waste your tears. Good morning, ladies all. Yep, it's a damn tough life, full of toil and strife. Way women undergo. We don't give a damn when the gale is done, how hard the winds did blow. 'Cause we're homeward bound, it's a grand old song, on a good ship taut and free. And we don't give a damn when we drink our rum, but the girls of old Maui, rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling safe, running for the gift, rolling down to old Maui, rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic route, rolling down to old Maui. Once again, oh, whiskey is the life of man. Oh, whiskey, Johnny, I drink whiskey when I can. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Oh, whiskey, Johnny, whiskey from an old tin can. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Whiskey made me on my clothes. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey gave me this red nose. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Whiskey here and whiskey there. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey everywhere. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Listen here. Come, all you good young thoughtless men, oh, and take my leave, and never leave your happy homes to sail the raging sea. For I have plowed the raging main this 20 years or more, but now I'm turned adrift to starve upon my native shore. By raging storms and tempests, shipwreck 3 times I've been, and many a bloody battle upon the seas I've seen. I've seen the cannons glaring flash, I've heard its thunderous roar, though now I'm turned adrift to starve upon my native shore. Sure hast thou fleets adventure upon the raging main, true hearts of hope, we British tars will push the sea again, and bravely bring their ships to port as we have done before. So help us now while we're in want upon our native shore. Come pity gentle strangers, a luckless British tar. In your defense he may hurl the thunderbolts of war. Come lend some kind assistance, and heaven will bless your store. For now I'm turned adrift to starve upon my native shore. No more crowing!
Oh, not quite close enough. Oh shit. Guns, the hull bracing. I need 5. That shouldn't take that long. Let me mount my guns so I don't forget. So I at least got those. course, I didn't bring the fucking gun with me. Wait. Okay. Right. I hope my gun is precision. Yeah, it's precision. Alright. I get another one, huh? Right? I do crude damage. This guy's gonna use a club, man. Yeah. Fuck yeah, we're gonna beat the crap out of people. Oh, I forgot about the hull bracing. Oh, I wanna put that up in there so I can figure out what I want to do with it. I used to hang around up here. What am I supposed to do? Let me try. You know what? Fucker.
Some depression absolutely comes from people wasting their life away and not feeling accomplished in anything that they do. I mean, I've spoken to people that are in Israel during wars, running into bunkers every 2 hours because missiles are flying at their houses, and those guys are living life and they're loving life. They don't have time to worry about transgenderism if they're too worried about not, becoming Hezbollah toothpaste. So many of the issues that we're seeing in modern society are just unbelievably entitled retards thinking they deserve more. You look at America, there's no starvation crisis in America. No one's starving. No one's dying of hunger everywhere. Anyone that is hungry, go to your local church and they will feed you. There is not a starvation crisis. On the contrary, there's an obesity crisis. People, for the most part, are richer than they ever have been throughout all of human history. Despite screaming about billionaires and socialism. I've said this before and I'll say it again. People are really mad that they see a billionaire in a mansion while they are living in a 2-bedroom apartment. In the old days, there would be a billionaire in a palace while they are literally dying of hunger, getting eaten by rats on the streets of Flea Bottom. And because of this overwhelmingly entitled society, we have these fucking liberal white women in colleges that got everything in their life paid for, all right? And they get degrees in fucking underwater gay sex therapy, all right? And now they do nothing with their lives. They're just deeply miserable people, and they need to go out and they need to protest Trump, and they cry about depression. Every single one of them is self-diagnosed with some other fucking mental disorder. Bro's kind of cooking here. And everyone's laughing about this because it's just insane how much winning we're actually seeing. A lot of people cry about the losses that we're taking. And I'll be real, I think Trump needs to go a lot harder, specifically on the deportations. I think that's one of the massive things Trump needs to do. But the winning that's happening cannot be understated.
So, Joe Rogan, this is what happened today. Donald Trump has decided to, I'm not even kidding you, allow research or some sort of legalization for, psychedelics.
We all respect Joe, and he's a little bit more liberal than... That's okay. I have a lot of friends that are liberal, but Joe is an amazing guy, and he wrote me a little note about this, and I had it checked out. Everybody thought it was...
People hate me for this, but you see, the thing is, you know why Trump has a lot of friends that are liberal? Because Trump is an old school liberal. Trump is way too liberal for me. All right, I am way more conservative than Donald Trump. And I know that people will think that I'm some actual mustache twirling Nazi guy, all right, just for saying that. But Trump is way too liberal, not nearly conservative enough. Absolutely. Like, bro, we still have gay marriage in this country. What are we doing? My God, we literally have abortion in this country. What are we doing? Like, I want Old Testament justice on the streets, okay? All right, so from my perspective, Donald Trump is a liberal. He's an old school liberal, and that's why he's friends with other old school liberals. It's just the world has gone so far retarded left, woke bullshit, amoral retards, that he seems like a conservative.
Incredible. Bobby, I said, Bobby, let's just do it.
Trump signs order to speed psychedelic research for veterans' mental health. See, my dad was ahead of the curve with this. He agreed that this bill was signed years and years and years ago, right? Made things better for him, by the way. It did. It improved things for him. So I am totally in favor of this.
I said, how can that be possible? How can it be possible? $87. And actually, a friend of mine called me up and he said, you know, he's a very rich guy. And he happens to be on this Ozempic, I guess. And it was not working, by the way. Yeah, he's extremely successful, but highly neurotic. Got a lot of problems. I will not mention his name. He's begging me not to mention it because he's become quite famous.
He's a fat piece of shit and he's crazy.
Mr. President, antidepressants right now are the most prescribed class of medication in the country. Over 20% of women are
Which is insane.
On an antidepressant.
Bro, if you're on an antidepressant, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. I'm sorry, man. I'm a simple man. I'm trying to find solutions wherever I can find them. If you're on antidepressants, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. All right, that's extreme, maybe. No, it's not extreme enough. We need to limit voting immediately. All right, too many retards.
Is that good in terms of do they work?
It's highly problematic.
Well, I would like to say that, like, over 20% could also mean, like, 90%, which I think in that case would be accurate.
We have a mental health crisis. And
Do they work?
No. They don't. Maybe I want.
I would not
We'll get you down. We'll get you down there.
But no, it isn't definitely an issue for women.
Damn, no they don't.
80 to 90% reduction in symptoms of depression. 1 month.
That's a
Can I have
lot.
some, please? I'll take some. I'll take whatever it takes.
I want to tell everybody how this happened. I sent President Trump some information. We have a gigantic opiate problem in this country, obviously. In 2024, more than 80,000 people died of overdoses.
Wow.
It's a horrible number. And there's more than 5 million people that are addicted to opiates right now in this country. With 1 dose of Ibogaine, more than 80% of people are free of that addiction. With 2 doses, it's more than 90%. I sent him that information. The text message came back, sounds great. Do you want FDA approval?
That's
Let's
my
do it.
guy. That's it.
Literally that.
Yeah, look at that
These
smile.
drugs are illegal, not because they're harmful. They're illegal.
Thank fucking God we have people like men of action in government. I wish you... Can you just do that with everything? That's what we need to do with everything.
Because of the 1970 Controlled Substances Act that was passed by the Richard...
to be honest, we're seeing it a lot more. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring attention to this. It's like, Joe Rogan actually notices a major issue, or whatever he deems as a major issue, and he texts Donald Trump, and Trump's like, you know what, let's fucking do it. And now they're fucking doing it. They're doing the research, and we'll see if this actually happens. If it works, that'll be huge. And we're seeing this more and more. For all the crying and stuff, Nick Shirley investigates fraud, and all of a sudden, bam, we get tons of fraud getting shut down. J.D. Vance is leading an anti-fraud task force. People are crying about the Epstein files. We got the Epstein files. Maybe not as unredacted as we would like, absolutely. However, we got a metric fuck ton of information that we didn't have before. The reality is, we actually have people that are doing things now.
Nixon administration.
And I think this is, even more importantly than the fact that this administration is doing things, I think this is going to set the bar for the future. We are only going to want to actually elect people that want to do things. And this is changing our mindset of how government doesn't really actually do anything ever, and we just kind of have to exist, and our government has to exist too. And I think a lot of people had that expectation for a very long time. Right? We're going to elect people because, we kind of have to elect people.
I can fucking go do this one now.
But ultimately, no one really does anything anyway. And now I think we're actually developing the mindset of we could actually do things. Our actions actually matter.
56 years, we've lived under those terrible conditions. We're free of that now. Thanks to all these people that we see next to me, and thanks to President Trump.
W. Great. I mean, this is awesome. I'm happy.
Yeah,
So
I'm just happy things are happening. I'm not gonna lie, it's massive. We are at a completely new era. This is like an actual massive crossroads that we've been on for a while, and we are witnessing it in front of our very eyes. People getting elected, not because there's some entrenched politician guy like Trump, who never was a politician guy, but just because they're gonna literally fucking do things. Trump is a charismatic dude that just does things. Shit happens when he's president, and that's what I think people want. Is he radical enough? No. Is he conservative enough? No. People might think that I'm insane for saying these things, because, you know, everyone on the left thinks Trump is a fascist Hitler. But if you think Trump is a fascist Hitler, then you have no idea what's coming. Our generation, oh, we're gonna elect someone fucking diabolical. There's nothing you could do to stop it.
Say whatever you want about court, but don't you dare besmirch the good name of Zoom Court. It's an entirely different beast. The gift that keeps on giving. Zoom Court has given us golden nuggets of content. It is the perfect combination, like peanut butter to jelly. Zoom and Court. What a wonderful thing. Giving us access to incredible moments like this.
You cannot be driving, ma'am. What are you doing? Come on.
I'm not driving. I'm a passenger in a car.
You're still not, I'm not hearing cases with people driving.
Now, apparently, with all this talk of political assassinations right after the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, Nick Shirley, there were attempts on his life, too.
So, the threats and the risk...
They just raided the Somali Leering Center, so I understand why they're upset.
Actually very real. In fact, today, April 27th...
By the way, I get death threats every day, too. So, like, I know he's right. I get daily death threats.
...is a day that I'm supposedly supposed to die according to a threat made on the internet. In fact, it's a photo of me in a ditch with a decapitated head that says this is going to be you on April 27th, 2026, in a muddy ditch alongside the highway with your mother. Enjoy your last couple of months, buddy. So I share this not to scare people, but to more so show them what it's actually like, kind of being...
Nick Shirley's like the nicest guy ever. Like, he'll be like, I'm going to expose fraud. The left be like, I'm going to kill you, decapitate you, and leave you in a ditch. Right? This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. Actual monsters. Look, that's dehumanizing language. Well, maybe they should start acting like humans. Not advocating for their death. I just hope they repent. Hope they realize the error of their ways and find God.
Hang on.
In the political climate, not just seeing it from the outside, but being someone who's actually living through it. Especially with the last assassination attempt on Donald Trump, the threats are real, and you do have a small percentage of the country, even if it's just 1%, that has gone radical. And now I'm not sharing...
Disagree. I don't think it's 1%. I think it's closer to 30.
This stuff with you guys to make you guys scared for me. More so, I am just sharing this so you guys can actually understand what it's actually like living in the political climate. A lot of you guys see it from the outside.
Look, I get a lot of people being like, oh my God, why don't you show your face? Oh my God. I don't want a leftist to kill me and my wife and my family, to be honest. Like, it's actually very serious. It is. The amount of death threats I get are astronomical. They really are. This should radicalize the shit out of you. It turns out if you don't have a God that tells you thou shalt not kill, maybe they'll just support killing.
But very few people actually enter into the arena. And for me, when I exposed the Minnesota fraud, I was...
Right, this is why it's scary. All right, you can't say there's two genders on a college campus. Someone might kill you. Do you understand how insane that ideology is?
Forced to enter into that arena after everything took place. Whether it's between exposing billions of dollars in fraud, the riots that took place, the shootings that took place, it's created a crazy atmosphere where my name was in the forefront of it. And at that time, actually, in Minnesota, you had people posting signs on street poles that said this. These were on signs in Minnesota. It says, Nick Shirley brought ICE to Minnesota. He helped kill Renee Good. Do not...
They always do this, by the way. They always do this, every single one of these people. You know, they will attribute every single possible sad thing ever to you. Because they don't like you, and because they want some mentally ill radical to kill you. They want you dead, actually. It's honestly insane. It's honestly absolutely insane.
Not let him in your business. If you see this man, tell him to kill himself. This is just an example of some of the crazy stuff
She died, she lived, protecting pedophiles.
that was said and posted around the internet, and not on the internet, but on literal street poles inside of Minnesota. And a lot of other stuff took place, such as people saying Charlie Kirk needs a sequel, send Nick Shirley hate mail, he needs to be deported to Russia so he can be a Nazi there. Nick Shirley is a Nazi. Nazis don't deserve to live in the Midwest, and we are kicking them all out until their ideology is dead. You will pay for your crimes, don't worry. And at the same time, you have the people they feel listen to watching clips of very popular streamers on the internet openly saying stuff like this.
My understanding is property of owners that have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers. And murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
You have people getting riled up. In fact, in Minnesota, you even had Ilhan Omar in the back of a truck bed riling up protesters. They even canceled school, and it led to even more people going out in the streets of Minnesota. But I'm talking about these threats because they actually are real. After they tried to assassinate Donald Trump for the 4th time,
It's been more than 4, actually. People don't pay attention, but breaking into his house to try to kill him, trying to break into the White House, ramming through a fence to the White House to try to kill him, multiple Iranian plots to kill him, cyanide poisoning, which people forget is a thing that happened twice to try to kill Trump. Right? There were 3 shootings.
Figure, alright, I'll share my experience with this as people are openly making threats to me as well. Now, these are just a few of them. I still get threats consistently when I go travel now.
I don't save them all either.
Absolutely. And it's all for exposing fraud, which is a bit crazy to think that for exposing billions of dollars in fraud, now I've exposed $2 billion fraud industries with what happened in Minnesota and also what happened in California with the hospices and the Medicare fraud that took place there underneath Medi-Cal. And that fraud is so big, and this fraud that's taking place in the entire country is so big and so deep that you're seeing it. It's very hard to unravel because that's how intertwined the fraud is. People in Minnesota have been charged and have been caught for fraud in the autism centers, in the daycare with female feature. In fact, the daycare that I visited in the video that had received around $3.6 million was that daycare that was running Feeding Our Futures, and when I showed the daycare, there were no kids. In fact, that lady...
Like, why? Like, why? What is he doing? That...
Tally is the girl that I love dearly. Way, bully in the alley. Tally is the girl that I love nearly. Put it down in Jimbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Put it down in Jimbo now. For 7 long years I called her the Sally. Bully in the alley. But all she did was dilly and dally. Bully down in Jimbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Jimbo now. I left my style, I went a sailing. Bully in the alley. Signed on a big ship, I went away then. Bully down in Jimbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Jimbo now. If I ever get back, I'll marry little Sally. Bully in the alley. Have 6 kids and live in Jimbo Alley. Bully down in Jimbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. the old man saying, way, bully in the alley. One more pull and we're belaying. Bully down in Shimbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shimbo now. Listen here. Maggie, Maggie May, they're taking you away. Just laying upon Van Diemen's Grove shore. Oh, you've got so many whalers and many drunken sailors, but you'll never cruise round Liverpool no more. Now come here, all you sailors, hold and listen to me tell. I know you all will sadly pity me, for I was a ruddy fool in the port of Liverpool on the voyage when I first made off from sea. I was paid off at the home for a voyage from Sierra Leone. £2 and been my pay. As I jingled in me tin, I was sadly taken in by a lady of the day. Oh, Maggie, Maggie May, they're taking you away. To sail upon Van Diemen's Grove shore. Oh, you've got so many whalers on the good deck.
Oh look, there's some trouble. Let's go get into it. Way, hey, blow the man down. Give me some time to blow the man down.
This spanking flash packet, she said unto me, way, hey, blow the man down. There's a dandy for Rekt.
Missed the crap out of that guy. Dude, I totally hit it below the water line. What are you talking about? Gotta get some quests under my belt so that pirating is actually worth it. Well, it'll give me people to sell the stuff to, basically. Yeah, I knew he was gonna hit me. More accurate than me, that's for sure. Come on, come on. I missed him. smashed into his own ship. I lucked out there. Damn it, I'm trying to shoot through this thing's ship. Way boy in the alley.
For 7 long years I cornered them to Sally. Way, bully in the alley. But all she did was dilly and dally. Bully down in Shinbo now. Whoa, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully in the alley. I left my son, I went a sailing. Way, signed on a big ship, I went away then. Bully down in Shinbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. If I ever get down, my little Sally. Bully in the alley. Have 6 kids and live in Shinbo Alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. I thought I heard the old man saying, way, bully in the alley. One more bully. Me Johnels and me boats down in the parkland pawn shop number 9. Oh, Maggie, Maggie May, they've taken you away to slave upon that demon's cruel shore. Oh, you're off so many whalers and many drunken sailors, but you'll never cruise round Liverpool no more. Oh, you thieving Maggie May, you robbed me of me pay when I slept with you last night ashore. And
a clean shop, keep your powder dry. Whores don't like to wander alone.
ships under your hand, Captain. Heave-ho! Call all hands to man the capstan. See the cable run down clear. Heave. Captain at the helm! Lead off speed! Get the wind! Some time to pocket. I spent me half pay. Give me some time to blow the man down. Blow the man down, police, blow the man down. Way, hey, blow the man down. Blow it, oh, you're cursing howling.
Come on. Damn it. Come on. Yeah, we're talking about right across the bow. Holy crap. Sink that son of a bitch. Oh! 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 Got him. I swear those front guns never hit hard enough. What about this dude?
punishment. Oh, and take my leave, and never leave your happy homes to
The rainbow! Hooray! Oh, we gotta.
but now I'm turned adrift to starve upon my native shore. My raging storm
Oh, isn't that nice?
shipwreck 3 times I've been.
Isn't that pleasant?
Upon the seas I've seen the cannons glaring, flash I've heard its thunderous roar. Though now I'm turned adrift to starve upon my native shore. Sure hast thou fleets adventure upon the raging main. True hearts of oak, we British tars will push the sea again, and bravely bring their ships to port as we have done before. So help us now while we're in want upon our native shore. Come pity the gentle strangers, a luckless British tar. In your defense he may have hurled the thunderbolts of war. Come lend some kind assistance, and heaven will bless your store. For now I'm turned adrift to starve upon my native shore. Yay, boys! Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. Sally is the girl that I love dearly. Way, bully in the alley. Sally is the girl that I love nearly. Bully down in Shinbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. For 7 long years I courted the Sally. Way in the alley, but all she did was dilly and dally. Put it out in Shinbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Put it out in Shinbo now. I left my stall, I went a sailing. Way, bully in the alley. Signed on a big ship, I went a whaling. Put it out in Shinbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Put it out in Shinbo now. If I ever get back, I'll marry little Sally. Have 6 kids and live in Shinbone Alley. Pull it out in Shinbone now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley.
The rainbow disappeared.
It's a damn tough life, full of toil and strife, where women undergo. We don't give a damn when the game is done, how hard the winds did blow. 'Cause we're homeward bound, it's a grand old sound, on a good ship taut and free. And we don't give a damn when we drink our rum, but the girls of old Maui, rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. How soft the breeze of the tropical seas, now the ice is far astern. And the native maids in the island glades are awaiting our return. Even now their big black eyes look out, hoping some fine day to see our baggy sails running for the gales, rolling down to old Maui, rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Yay, boys! Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. I drink whiskey when I can. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey from an old tin can. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Oh, whiskey made me on my clothes. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey gave me this red nose. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Oh, whiskey here and whiskey there. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey everywhere. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Way, hey, come all you old young thoughtless men, oh, and take by me, and never leave your happy homes to sail the raging sea.
Hide behind the waves, huh? Yeah, I ain't afraid. Jesus Christ, guys, you even trying to reload? Oh. God damn. Getting our asses handed to us out here, man. We're gonna get that fucker right there. Go on. Try to get him while he was getting away. God damn. 2x4s flying everywhere. Missed. God damn it. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Didn't get him that good. Alright, I got a little bit of distance here. That was a fucking miss. The fuck did I miss that? Fucking sank the crap out of that dude. Speaking of which, I get this guy because that's the fucker I gotta sink. He's the quest.
In a nice clean jail, leave her, Johnny, leave her, with all night in and plenty of ale, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her, oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her, for the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. It's growl you may, and go ye must. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. It matters not whether last or first, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done, and the winds don't blow, and it's time rises way up, she rises way up, she rises way up. What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way up, she rises way up, she rises way up, she rises early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Early in the morning, way up, she rises way up, she rises way up, she rises early in the morning. Put him in a longboat till the sober, till the sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Early in the morning, way up, she rises way up, she rises way up, she rises early in the morning. Way up, she rises early in the morning. Once again, as I was rolling down Paradise Street, way below the man down, a handsome flash packet I chanced for to meet. Give me some time to blow the man down. This spanking flash packet, she said until me, way blow the man down. There's a dandy full rigger just ready for sea. Give me some time to blow the man down. Blow the man down, police, blow the man down. Way blow the man down. Blow him, that's it. Ready on the guns.
Just once I'd like to end a battle facing the right direction. Even kind of the right direction would be nice. It's always completely opposite direction that I want to be going. Alright, well. Sing us a jaunty tune.
See the cable run down clear. Heave away and with the whale boys for Tortuga we will steer. And we'll sing in joyful chorus in the watches of the night. And we'll sight shores of Tortuga when the grey dawn brings the light. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land to thee. Up aloft amid the rigging blows the loud exulting gale. Like a bird's white outstretched pinions spreads on high swelling sail. And the wild waves cleft behind us seem to murmur as they flow. There are loving hearts that wait you in the land to which you go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home to land to thee. Many thousand miles behind us, many thousand miles before, ancient ocean heaves to waft us to the well-remembered shore. Cheer up, Jack. Bright smiles await you from the fairest of the fair, and her loving eyes will greet you with kind welcomes everywhere. Rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home dear land to thee. Hear this! I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow ye will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done, and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her.
Holy shit, I hit him.
That's it, it's finished!
I think I missed. Nope, dead in the water. That and ended the battle going the right direction. Asking you shall receive. Oh, look. And here's the dude I'm looking for. Right over here, running his mouth. Devour. Yeah, we'll see about that. Come on, buddy. All you gotta do is move into range. And 189 meters. I don't know what a meter is. I'm an American. Shit. Oh yeah, well. I'm not gonna lie, the guy was kind of appropriately named. Go on. Holy shit, I hit him. Holy shit, I hit him. And did considerable damage. And we're gonna sink this prick. Come on, I gotta peel this off. Do not run aground. Do not run aground. There you go. Hey, you missed, bastard. Come on. Oh, shit. I got hit hard. Look at them both sitting there. I was hoping they would smash into each other. Right? Oh, this island, I bet, will give me the 50 bags. Let me pull into this parking lot. Oh, I hope I don't hit this sandbar.
Lead off speed.
Y'all wait here. Let's open this joint. Filibuster gloves. Those. Hey! Hey, Dick! Get the fuck out! Just gonna come in here pecking at me while I'm looking at stuff? There's probably something important I wrecked. Oh, those dodos are real jerks. Of course. Why would I have enough wood? Hey! You do not peck me. I peck you. Understand? What is this, shipwreck? I don't know if I could. Oh, I think I could. That should give me enough what I need. Yeah, alright. Now we slap that bad dog down. I think that's my crib. Yep, it is. Oh, you know what? Let me call my ship back here. Oh, I gotta rename my ship. I can't use the baby puncher. Can't use the quack and slapper. I don't know. Yeah, I'm doing the plain white sails for now. I called my ship here? Yeah, alright. Manage ship. Let's take that. That. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm gonna need another 100 of those, that's for sure. Oh, I wanted to look at privateer, filibuster. I kind of feel like the filibuster might be the better way to go. Wait, what does privateer do? Increases critical chance. Yeah, I definitely got to hang on to those. What are these? Pikeman's gloves. Sounds fancy. So I might as well. Oh, I wanted to look in this first. I did look in there. We look in the cheeky monkey. I got some more spirits. I got some of those. Those. We got that. Shit. You know what? Let me grab all my money because I'm gonna want to buy cannons, and I think there's another hull reinforcement. I hope it doesn't eat up all my fucking money. I got a lot of money. Yeah. Giving them the business. Come here. Bam. Bam. Yeah, I'm the reason the dodo went extinct, man. I gotta go back that way. Oh, I gotta go this way. Hang on. Let me weasel down here so I can lean back a little more. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Alright, my shirt came up when I slid down. I'll fix that here in a second. Here we go. Alright. There's 2 here. There's 1. Whiskey, whiskey. Whiskey and rum. I don't need the feathers. I don't need the wood. Pink. 1 more around here somewhere? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Trying to hide it, huh? They think they're slick. I don't need the crab meat. I don't need the nails. Oh. I think that's it on this island, ain't it? No. Find the madman's chest. I wonder who the madman is. Sounds like somebody I don't want to fuck with. You know what? Let me run down here real quick. Alright, at least I'm running around with an empty sack now. Let's look over here. There it is. I better get my melon thumper out, because there might be trouble. No. What is this one I'm looking at? Oh, map. Zoom in on this fucker. What is it? Eyes with fear. Find the madman's chest. Alright. would think is. I feel like there's should be something around here. I don't see anything that leads me to believe I should be digging anywhere. And this... yeah. Alright, so that's gotta be... Said something about ruins. Yeah. Alright. There's usually that tree with the red fabric in it. Oh, fucking Head Start art. Alright, I gotta log off. My head is killing me. I'll be back on possibly later. I don't know yet. I gotta take care of my headache though. I will